load into the game.
Are you in?
Yeah, let me jump
to
to
130.
Present day. I'm at 130.
All right, they're all looks like they're all going to the windmill. I am not surprised by this.
Nope. Really weird if they all went drill or something. Kind of confused. Get a little bit of a click engagement going on up front. Make sure I turn my KDA on. Let's hide that interface and watch this unfold.
Oh, Brand getting caught in by Zyra is able to escape with his life, however. One exhaust down, though, for the Hex side. Oh, there's the pull by Darius getting him, but he did get stunned by Brand. Darius being able to escape with his life, but it looks like Brand and Pantheon were not so lucky. But there's the Revives. They will be back here, and this is where you'll see Revive being extremely strong.
Painkiller's got a lot of mana. You saw him hanging out there. As long as he has mana, he's still valuable to the team because he can just revive back into the fight.
Ezreal with that
for a
quadra kill.
He does go for that stun on Jaja. He does land it, but gets taken out there. Now Half-Heart's got a delay.
Brand getting spear chucked. Getting that stun off on Pantheon. Trying to stop a Parkers from capping. So Brand is getting kind of like that, so Pantheon will have vision, but getting the stun on him.
Nice spear there by Parkers.
We do have Ezreal going for that Pantheon, able to take him down. Booberry already gotten 5 kills. He's going to have a huge gold advantage.
Booberry is having a good game so far right now. Painkiller is good. Trying to get Talith.
It makes 6 kills for Ezreal already.
Oh, doesn't kill any feet. Waiting to see which way she would shoot that shot, and it looks like Pays on Child Support is going to take the windmill. Missed it in the VOD. This is game 1 of the finals. Blind pick Banditos and Pays on Child Support here in this game.
If we're looking at the gold real quick, Ezreal does have the same amount of gold that Yorick has.
Yep. He's off to a really nice lead. It's got about as much as the bottom laners do right now. Half-Heart getting chased away from that relic. Throwing down the AoE, trying to zone people away. They don't want people to get a hold of that Jaja up there in the V-Bush. Coming down. Nope. Sees the rest of the team and decides he does not want to get involved in that.
This right here, Pex actually wants to keep the fight at the Storm Shield because that keeps him away from the windmill.
Yes, it does. The act of them putting pressure on that defends the windmill by putting pressure on it and forcing position.
Although Ezreal using his ultimate to just stop him taking the Storm Shield, Darius going for the Storm Shield, Brand stopping him, Amumu missing his bandage toss.
Parkhurst missing with a spear right there. A little bit of a 4v4 stalemate going on right now, but those Storm Shields are so important. The damage increase, that durability. Half-Heart goes for the interrupt and is able to land it though.
Oh, Brand getting caught, but not enough to kill. Amumu ult saving Brand from Darius.
And is going to chase Talith PA away while the rest of the fight goes on. Half-Heart going down. Parkhurst really wants that Storm Relic. He finally gets it. But how long is he going to be able to hold on to it? How much is it going to help him there as Parkhurst goes out of the way? It's a little bit of static electricity on Captain Booberry. They're going to short out his little pulse fire gun. I hope not. Infeed up at the top.
Oh!
Ow!
Get chucked by the spear.
Oh!
And there was enough minions up top to push it.
Yeah, they were able to get a neutral off up top, and now it's a neutral game again. Parker's going for some spears, trying to get some harass on Infeed up there. Infeed trying to get some cap going, doesn't want to get into a direct engagement with a Parkhurst.
Here comes
Pantheon's
the man drop.
Coming down. Can't quite get so. Yeah, he does. Gets Sona right there. Painkiller misses with the bandage toss, and the Parkhurst isn't quite able to land that. The stun is good, but Infeed is retreating in not so great direction. The Parkhurst gets hit, but the Storm Shield saves him.
Although Parkhurst barely dodges that Brand. Mumu popping up those C's while he can. Bandage tossing onto a minion, getting the kill. Take a quick check down here on bottom. Looks pretty standard.
On fire for a moment. Some AoEs going down. Half-Hearted trying to start a forest fire over there. Throwing those fires at those plants. Captain Booberry with the Storm Shield now. Talith hanging around on that tower, trying to pull someone into it. Misses with that apprehend, unfortunately.
Orcus going from behind, putting some traps in the bushes.
Wants to be able to see exactly what's going on. Painkiller missed with that bandage toss. Parker's just narrowly escaping that one.
Ezreal the Storm Shield, though, extremely strong poke.
Yes, you don't want to get hit by that. Otherwise, see, there you go. Look what happened to Parker's health. Minion blocks that spear. Zemike in a very good position up there to deploy those roots, and oh my!
Damage. It's Ezreal trying to get that kill off Parker's, doesn't succeed, but they will go ahead and burst down Darius.
Painkiller getting worked over by Jaja down there at the bottom. And Parkhurst is just Parkhurst lands a good hit on infeed though, and Jaja gets rooted. Is it going to be enough to be able to deliver a kill? Yes. Half-Hearted is able to help Sona pick that up, and ow! That's another brutal spear right into Sona's back. Yeah, there she lies on one side, a long, long way from home.
We did miss on bottom. Ahri did die to Yorick. She used her revive.
And Ahri down there, Confidarius going for that point. Gotta recapture that.
They did go ahead and kill Yorick, although saving the revive, a smart choice. No need to defend the point quick enough, so save it for when it's important.
Yep. Okay, Boomerang getting chased by Talith. Talith wants some of that. Didn't pick up that relic. It's going to be enough. Throws down exhaust on there. There's the stun from Sona. Is there going to be one from Brand to follow up?
Oh, and able to get the Ezreal.
Almost managed to escape from that. Blueberry with some very good Ezreal play right there in that particular engagement. Up at the top, Parker's throwing down some traps, and Jaja going to get this center relic uncontested there. Painkiller hanging out in the V bushes, scouting out just a tad, trying to see what's going on.
Trying to pop the traps probably.
Yeah.
See what he can get.
There's a Hextech sweeper we saw go off there a moment ago. And Painkiller missing with the bandage toss. Jaja putting the hurt on them, trying to get Half-Hearted down. They really want to get Brand out of the question, because as I mentioned earlier before this game started, Brand has a lot of AoE damage, and he can contribute significant pain if he's able to deploy that, and they want to keep him from doing that.
A little bit of footsies going on down here with Yorick and Ahri. Yorick going ahead and keeping the creeps from spawning so his minions will push. Got some action up here with Brand. Looks like Brand got caught, throwing his ult, getting the full effect off, but not doing too much damage there.
That pyroclasm back and forth between those two champions, but not really doing a terrible amount of damage there. Gets caught by a stun, unfortunately. Zemike's going to back on out of there. Knows better than to stand in the sad crying mummy's AoE. Parkhurst and infeed getting into a little bit of a spat there. Painkiller, you got this, man. Get him.
Is he
Try at him. Yeah.
And he gets him.
Getting the double kill.
That bandage toss. Spear on infeed. Ow. Sona did use her garrison to keep that point alive, though. We have Ahri picking up Morello's tomb to try and stop Yorick's healing.
Yep, you want to be able to you want to be able to reduce that, and if you don't have an ignite, you're gonna want to go for an Executioner's Calling or a Morello's, depending on what champion you are, or what you feel like building. Pushing the creep wave up at the top here right now. Broad creeps blocking, and Pantheon is coming down, and things are going to get real bad right here. Captain Blueberry gets stunned, takes a ton of damage right there, and Jaja, though, getting it back in kind from a Moo. Half-Hearted coming in to break up the fight. Guys, cut this out. You don't want any more. Very interesting trade there. Seemed pretty even on both sides, but Zemike is going to... Only you can start forest fires. That's Brand's method of thinking right there. Throwing down that damage on Zemike. They keep this pressure up. I don't know. Parker's going to have to land some of these spears and harass him away.
Oh. Getting that dot, very good with Brand on Storm Shield. He is able to proc it on him as long as the dot does do some damage. On bottom, it looks like we have... Are you having trouble dealing with the constant siege from Yorick? And it looks like Ezreal is coming down to help her. And there's the charm on him. Yorick going in straight for Ahri. Ahri using her ultimate to get away. Yorick's ultimate is popped off. Shallow grave, I believe. We have Brand valiantly trying to defend this point. Pyroclasm! Excellent Pyroclasm right there.
Very good Pyroclasm. Bought them a few extra seconds at that point. Definitely scared Nidalee away a little bit there. Painkiller stepping on some
We're not
traps.
too low. Oh, and there's the revive from Brand. Is he going to be able to get... Brand gets his revenge.
I was all Brand all the time. Oh, I couldn't finish the job. It's okay. I'll see you soon. Jaja up there getting beaten up by Painkiller and Infeed. Sona's going for that kill, and she picks it up right there. I'm going to capture this tower unless Darius has something to say about it. Talith PA is up here. Misses the bandage toss. Haven't seen too many great bandage tosses this game, but Brand is able to land a stun there. Parkhurst is catting around, throws a spear, but misses. Talith PA just chipping away at him slowly.
Oh. Amumu ult followed by Sona ult, keeping her alive. Will Pantheon be able to finish the job?
We're gonna find out.
No, oh, she gets the health relic, able to keep herself alive.
Bandage.
Looks like Pantheon will take out that Amumu. Brand doing his best to try and stop them, although it does not look like they'll be able to stop them all. But Ezreal's coming here. Will he be able to do some cleanup? Going for that at Parker. He's able to kill him. And able to get Pantheon 2. Now it's Brand versus Zyra up top.
Brand might be the reason why she's on fire. Painkiller coming in from the side there. Hasn't spent that bandage toss yet. He's saving it. There you go.
Yep, there it's it. Oh, and there's the slow from Sona, able to take him out. Brand is on fire. Little pun there.
Yep. There's just too many of them with Zyra and Brand in the same game. I can't stop, man. Down bottom, however, it looks like Talith PA
Dork again.
going for a gank down there. Confidara is forced to retreat, using that Spirit Rush to get some extra distance there. Has a Garrison thrown down as well. Looks like Talith's going to go ahead and head on out of the way there. Alalia has been doing a great job all game of controlling Confidarius. Brand coming down from behind though. Looks like he wants to make a play for Alalia.
Oh, and Ari did get the charm on him. Brand does have the sweeper, so he was able to see him pyroclasm him, but too many ghouls for the pyroclasm to do too much to him.
Unfortunately, not quite the damage that he wanted to see up at the top. However, we have another exchange. It's 4v3 up there. Ezreal firing off the ult, but it's not really doing a lot more than taking out minions. He gets...
Darius gets caught. Sona saving his life, and Amumu coming in to make sure he escapes.
The Venn diagram going down there when the ults went off, and Ezreal getting taken out, but Blind Pick looking, they're still looking okay. Can use that Grand Skyfall for positioning, diving in on there, take out Blueberry, get the Garrison goes down on that. Jaja's bait for Brand, and he is going to get taken down. Parkhurst.
Zyra, Brand will be able to stop Zyra on the capping, but I believe the minions will be able to neutralize this. Yes, they will.
It's like every other final.
They're having to watch out.
See those minions doing a lot of work.
Looks like the windmill will be taken for Blind Pig Bandits.
Can't quite clean that up.
Yorick just healing and sieging that top against Ari, keeping her against the wall.
Ooh!
Oh.
Whoa! Almost, but not quite. Blueberry's finishing the job.
He's clean off his plate. Ezreal, great job at cleaning up.
That double there, going for Talith PA as Captain Blueberry and Half Hard stay behind the cap. You only need one person to cap, so you can split people off like that.
It's like Anton came down here bottom to help. It's like always able to kill, not able enough to save the point though. Will Brand be able to keep it from being capped? This is the quest point.
Find out. There's a lot of minions there.
Doesn't.
So many minions. Can they push it over? Oh, just barely. Just barely.
That little damage Sona did.
At least every other finals we see minions being the deciding force on one point or another throughout the games that get played. Half-Hard can go ahead and recall right there, but Confidarius finish off that cap. Ezreal firing off that
Ezreal
ult.
want to make sure that don't push again. Zyra really good at pushing minions with her plants. And there's the pull on a Mumu. Darius trying to get some damage. There's the pop. Darius knocks in, guillotines the wrong target.
That's very unfortunate right there, but click blocking happens once in a while. Jaja getting lit up by Brand. And Brand might just let him tick out. Nope, he's gonna...
Oh, that Pyroclasm
Wow.
jumping all over the place.
This has been a game of Brand so far. Half Hard's just been... I need a pun here. He's just been blazing a trail throughout this whole game.
But while they have been doing well, Blind Bandits have been able to keep a consistent lead on the points captured.
That is true. While Half Hard has been that sort of force to be reckoned with, Blind Pick Bandits has still been competitive so far in this whole game. It seems to really come down to how these engagements start. It's like Ezreal takes a lot of the focus from the enemy team. Painkiller going in, hold that thought. We got a bandage toss in on Zemike. Fight breaks out in the mid. Zemike's in a not such a great position to be able to contribute to this.
Oh, bandage toss. There's Ezreal ult on Darius. Looks like they're backing out again up top, keeping that 3-point advantage. But there is a strong minion wave push up top.
Mumu does have that Abyssal Scepter as well. Jaja, a lot of damage on Jaja.
Sona ult missing everyone.
Unfortunate right there. And Blueberry.
Zyra Plants is able to block Ezreal's Mystic shot.
Man. Blueberry. Oh! Damn it.
Darius able to escape with little health up top. Mumu should be able to keep this from being taken, however.
He's got Tantrum, he's got the sad.
We do have, let's see what happens bottom. Ari, very low health, but it looks like Lolo is going to go ahead and back out. Ari doing a really good job at keeping York from taking her point. I think she's only lost it once when Pantheon came to jump.
That Hextech sweeper got to see exactly what's going on, catches Pantheon before he was able to do anything. Oh no, not able to interrupt that.
At least doing damage before the Storm Shield buff came on, though.
And we can see Mumu has picked up that Abyssal Scepter. He does have that heavy MR reduction. Whoever he hits is going to be in a roll of hurt, but he misses with that bandage toss, though. Half-Hard's in a good position to light that team up. There goes the Pyroclasm, bouncing back and forth between Jaja and Evelynn there. But we got Noxy Guillotine goes down on a Mumu there, and his axe is hungry for vengeance. Is he going to go for Half-Hard next? He does, but isn't able to secure the kill with it, so it doesn't get reset. Talith PA going down as well, and now it's Blueberry and Infeed against Zemike. This is a little bit of a... Oh, no, Blueberry, not again! Okay. I was hoping that wasn't going to be a 2-for-1 special. And Evelynn coming...
Coming back. Looks like they did switch up Harkus down the bottom, getting that farmed up Yorick up top. Again, with all getting those ghouls down, really good job sometimes to switch your bottom farmer to come back up top, because you have a gold advantage.
Play some pretty good top lane. I'm glad we get to see a little bit of that highlighted in this game here. Painkiller is up at the top now, so is Blueberry.
We have 14k gold by Yorick. That's 3k above their Ezreal. 2k above the Ahri. That's a huge gold advantage there.
Right now they're forcing position by doing this. You see the rest of Blind Pick Banditos is hanging around in the bushes in the middle of the map. They want to start a fight when they come out, and the Brand sees this. He's going to go ahead and back off. I didn't get a chance to see if he used the Hextech Sweeper or not in that engagement to detect it,
but that Pyroclasm being able to take out that Darius where he can do too much.
Painkiller in the middle of the plants over there. Pays Evelynn Child Support doing a good job of being able to hold on to this top point. It's been an awesome game so far, and it just keeps going. Confidarius has gotten a Parkhurst pushed back towards the tower, but Evelynn is coming down to the bottom. It looks like she's going to go in from behind. We'll see if Confidarius, how well this Spear Rush is going to work out for him. But Evelynn is giving a pretty good chase right there. She's laying that slow duel, throw it down. There it is. Lands that, throws the speed boost right on after it. Diving onto that point.
Using that Garrison to do that AoE damage there.
And Evelyn's going to have to back off a little bit, get a little bit low on health. Doesn't want to quite deal with Half-Hard. Half-Hard does a lot of damage. There's an Ezreal fired off, heading up to the top.
Ezreal. There's that Mumu ult, followed by the Sona ult. That is a lot of burst damage in CC right there.
Godlike it looked like right there. Oh, doing a lot of damage to Zemike. Zemike, I'm scared for you, man.
Ezreal attacking the minions a little bit there, but he will be able to secure the kill.
And Infeed's going to take some damage, but everything is going to be okay. Evelynn Child Support getting a lot more aggressive in this later stage of the game.
So do we have Darius coming down bottom, and there's the Grand Skyfall jumping down, not being able to jump on anyone, but is able to cut them off. Are we going for the Boneyard, trying to get their attention to keep them from taking the point? Parker's not falling for it, putting pressure down on the bottom point.
Split up a little bit in all different directions here. Confitar is likely to guess and is going to go down right there. Israel fires off a shop north to interrupt Eulalia from capping top of the point, but she's in a little bit of a tricky spot right there with Blueberry, though that tower is getting progressively more and more neutral. That last meeting was a kill, however. A defensive garrison goes down that point.
There's Zyra is capturing that point, trying on the ultimate, not enough to grab Zyra, stop her from capping.
And they are going to lose that point, but at the bottom, however...
the garrison coming just in time.
Great garrison by a Parkhurst, shutting that down, buying time for Eulalia to get there. That was a very clutch garrison. Good play of Parkhurst.
There's the ult on Yorick from Sona. Ezreal missing that ultimate on Parkhurst. Parkhurst skipping with almost no health, but will be able to stay in the fight. Be able to spear Ezreal for a quarter of his health.
Unfortunately, Jaja really not having a lot of match resistance, in this game. Brand really doing a number on him, especially with that Void staff.
Really, hell, this is what Darius wants. Two people, but is able to kite between that Sona and Ezreal.
Extreme kiting! Oh my gosh!
That's how you stop Darius.
There's not going to be a better play to highlight how you deal with Darius than that one right there.
Good to save that for later.
What in conflagration is going on down here? Elalia's getting chased away. He doesn't want to pick that fight. No, she is going to back off.
So they will go ahead and take back the Bono. Meanwhile, up here, Mumu, Zyra pushing this lane pretty hard, make sure Mumu doesn't get much ground.
Mumu's doing a good job of holding things kind of steady up there. Yeah, seeing Darius.
2v1 isn't always the way to beat Darius, especially if you're low health.
Just seen him wobble back and forth kind of indecisively. And Half-Hearted's in a really bad spot right now. Parker's to the bottom of him, Jaja to the right of him, and Eulalia to the top of him. He's getting chased down.
And here's the He-Man on a Mumu and Sona, not being able to get it. There's the exhaust on. Going ahead and pulling back. Mumu jumping in and ulting in. Ezreal cleaning up. Bottom, let's check out what's going on down bottom. We do have Parker's trying to escape from Ahri. Heals himself. Will he be able to? No, and looks like Confederates will be able to take the Boneyard as long as they're too focused up on top.
I have no idea how Infeed survived that. That is witchcrafted sorcery. Painkiller bails him out with a stun at the last second. You're going to have to watch the VOD to see that play. Do you have the camera up top for that?
No, we had it up bottom where Ahri and Italy.
They get released Wednesday, because I have no idea how Infeed lived through that. Great play up top just then. But a defensive garrison down here. Confidar is wanting to delay this even longer now that he has it. Pays Evelynn child support with 4 points now. Although Confidar is going to get taken out. Jaja is a little bit low on health, but should be okay. He is on his friendly side of the map, or friendlier side.
Excellent play, bottom top. Didn't know which one to watch.
Why we got two cameras, man. You gotta take those VODs up later. Up at the top here, Parker's getting bandage tossed and getting stunned, getting chased back towards Half-Hard. No, Half-Hard's gonna go the other way there. Catching a Parker's, throwing some damage out. Eulalia sees that there's so many people.
Darius going, he sees that low brand, starts off with Noxian Guillotine just to make sure he dies.
Big stun going down.
There's the Sona
root going down. Captain Blueberry is just shooting his gun right there. One shot right after another, right after another. Blueberry really doing a lot of damage. MVP of that fight for sure. Capitalizing on the fact that they were focusing on Brand, really being able to unleash on them while they kind of left him unchecked. And down at the bottom, unfortunately, point does get neutraled.
They did ace, but Nidalee was able to revive from that ace. Another example of how good revive
garrison down that tower too, just like before. Another safety garrison. This is going to get neutraled by Creeps, though. Creeps MVP kicking that over to a neutral there, putting it at 3 caps to none for a moment.
Brand at the bottom of the Boneyard, trying to get that 4th point. Eulalia's trying to stop him. Will she be able to get to him?
moral
No,
support
4
minion down
points. And that will be game. There's not enough time to
Is
capture a
Evelynn
point
child
to stop
support
before the timer
really
goes down.
dismantling these last few minutes of the game here. We're going to go on to game 2 of the finals.
Check out the gold count at the end. Ezreal keeping up with Yorick throughout the entire game in gold count, actually beating bottom lane.